Hey, Gaia. How you doing, honey? Hey, Janine. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, excellent, Gaia. Still send you some good juju, though. Hey, Dee Dee. Can you hear me? Oh, you heard me. All right. Never mind. All right, Gaia. Everybody send Gaia some good juju for full recovery from COVID. Please. Please and thank you. Hey, Wounded. Any more snowstorms? Apparently, there's another hurricane. So that's a possibility, Janine. Hey, Red. Hey, Susie. Susie Q. Out shopping. All righty then. Right, Gaia says to buy some snacks, Sue. Snacks are good. All right, then. Janine's birthday's coming up. I get cranky without something sweet, Gaia. And I'm type 2 diabetes. I don't care. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm having something sweet at least once a day. And get your gas while you can, because those prices are going to go up, you guys. That's right. We're doing. So I am going to do a channel Nancy Guthrie. Oh, you're a girl after my own heart, Wounded. I'm waiting on a 6-pack of Coke Zero to get delivered. Reese's with marshmallows. Don't get me started. Peanut butter marshmallow sandwiches. Hey, Sienna. Hey, Betty. Good morning, sunshine. Anita. Good to see you. Exactly, Red. Yeah, enjoy responsibly. Hello, Joni. Reese's with Oreo. I'm not a well, I'm a cookie fan, but I'm a fan of the middle of the cookie. Oh, thank you, Susie. That's right. Susie is one of our moderators. By the way, I want to mention that Amy's auntie, Miss Denise, she's been sick. So please send her good juju as well. Anita, I remember when Oreos double stuffed could, like, one cookie could give you a heart attack. That's when they were good. Oh, see, I've never seen the mega stuffed here, Gaia. Never seen that here. But if I'm gonna look it up though. I will look it up next time I want something delivered. So yeah, I mean the Oreos, they cut down on the amount of filler they put in, between inside of the cookie. And then they decrease the amount they put inside of the double stuff so they could make more money and offer you the mega stuffed, acting like it's something new when it's really what double stuff used to be. See, I'm onto these people. Hey, Carol, didn't get all your sentence there, hon. Okay, so here we go. Remember that every single nasty thing he does, and the nastier it is, the closer it gets to the change that we're looking for. Because, and this is why I say we're going to save ourselves. Because as a collective, we're sick of it. Not just us, but now others are sick of it. Okay, so as a collective, we're working on it. I'm going to highly suggest you watch Aaron's post from this morning. We are we're walking through a specific energetic doorway towards the new Earth. Well, Joni, she said that Sojourner Truth said that Rumprost would be called to testify, but that's when he tries to run because he's going to finally understand. Like I'm not getting out of this. My son and I had a fairly long political discussion yesterday, and he doesn't like rump roast. Okay, um, but he sees things one way, and I see things just the opposite. And it was nice to have a conversation. Then when it got to the point where I started to get a little bit frustrated, I just stopped having the conversation. Okay. You should be able to speak about politics with somebody, if even somebody who doesn't agree with you. Right, Miss so, Susie Q put up the, link to Miss Aaron's post for this morning. The current energy for Jasmine Crockett, it's like she's just going along and going along at an even keel right now. I don't see her I don't see her becoming senator. Because the other guy, whatever his name is, Telemico or Talico or whatever, he's like he's pushing that kinda he's got the religious edge, but he did say a couple of things I did appreciate, where he said not to shove your religious beliefs down other people's throats. That I appreciated. Doesn't mean if I was in Texas, I would vote for him because I would definitely vote for Jasmine Crockett because she doesn't take any crap. Yes, Miss Joe. Hey, Miss Joe. Yeah, we have to well, I have to, check out, Miss Libby's What's Next video. Hey, Miss Jane. There's better things for her, Sienna. Better things for Jasmine Crockett than senator. Remember, everything's connected, everything happens for a reason, even though we don't see it right away. Yes, Miss Gaia, it is a good deck. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna go through the effort of matching up the cards with tarot. I kinda like it as a oracle deck. Exactly, Miss Gaia. Why ruin it? And when I notice what, tarot card it relates to, then I'll speak on that. So I do have something to say about the spirit team just talked to me about Mandami, whatever. I'm not good with names. Mayor of New York. So he will become governor at some point, and he will run for the presidency, and he will win it. Whatever the presidency looks like at that point in time, that name may not even be on. There may still be a president, but it may be run differently. Joni, Bill who, dear? Help me out there. Thank you. Okay, Joni, thank you. All right, just a reminder, don't forget to put your clocks forward next Sunday, March 8th, 1 hour. And the lunar eclipse and full moon are on the 3rd, which is this coming Tuesday. No, Miss Janine, there's going to be female presidents, absolutely. That's the whole point. That's one of the points of the tumbling down, or the system being torn down, because it's been run, everything on the planet's been run by masculine energy, and doesn't that doesn't necessarily mean a man. Everyone holds both energies, masculine and feminine. Okay? But that's the whole point of this. And it's not, I used to go, yeah, I can't wait for this to happen because, then the feminine energy will rule. But we don't want that. That's the problem, is one energy ruling everything. Now, the feminine energy is going to have to rule for a while, and then we'll find a balance. But I think a good start is President Harris and whatever male she decides that she wants as her vice president. The whole point of this system being torn down. She might have a female. That crossed my mind, Susie. Exactly, sane. And hello. I must have missed you. There has to be, absolutely has to be a balance. But I feel like the feminine's going to have to take over for a while to create that balance. Because there's a lot of masculine energy that needs to be torn down. I don't, Joni, it's to the point where I'm not really feeling like she's going to spend a lot of time behind the Resolute desk. I don't feel like the White House is even going to be functional. I just feel like things are going to be done way differently. At first, yes, behind the Resolute desk. But after that, I think it's going to change. I guess I just and this is just me personally. I prefer to visualize the picture I have. Somebody sent me, their AI made it for them, of her being sworn in. Okay, so we have a new deck, the City Pulse deck. Obviously, that's the Tower or Judgment, one or the other. Might be Judgment on the front. Queen of Pentacles. Well, speaking of President Harris. Susie Q. Susie Q says President Harris wearing a sash that says, I won. King of Swords. The truth about the masculine energy. Using intellect, which is a feminine energy. Intellect over aggressive or aggression. Timu saying, Timu and Deb. Hey, Deb. Timu. 7 of Cups. China didn't do anything to us. 7 of Cups. Okay, so for President Harris, the choices for her choice for VP is up in the air. The feminine energy to help heal and stabilize. Yes. Nurturing energy. 10 of Cups. Looks good to me. Abundance. Tens are the ending of a cycle. Yeah, Gaia, there is absolutely so much going on in the background that our heads would literally explode. Okay, we have a flipper. A chariot. Just moving right along through chaos. We had the Four of Wands, happy home, happy family. Nine of Wands. Okay, there's some worry there. It's to be expected. She's a human being, not a robot. We put President Harris up on a pedestal. She's a human. She's no different than the rest of us. Just please hit the like button. I would appreciate it so, so much. And thanks for showing up, you guys. Queen of Swords. Okay, that's that feminine energy. That's that truth. She doesn't take any crap. The Sun. Exposing what's hidden in the dark. Hey, Lori, you're not late, honey. You're here. Here it is, the sun and the moon, what's hidden, coming to the surface. The sun bringing, showing it to us, the sun, making it visible, dispelling the darkness, dispelling the deceit. As Miss Libby would say, lunacy with that moon card. I'd like to dispel some lunacy. Okay, I might have to leave. I'm cooking. Okay, Miss Lori. Do what you got to do now. It's all good. I want your replay. So listen, I'm doing a little change on the end of at the end of this live. I'm gonna leave it up for about 5 minutes because when people watch the replay, it's the end is a little bit too much. So I'll leave it up for about 5 minutes. Hey, not all has flights booked for her family to go to the UK from the US next week. And well, that's unfortunately that's what MAGA is about, is fear. Instilling fear in order to control. Don't listen to them. La 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 la, just like that, not all. La la la. I don't hear you. You know, it's okay to walk away from family, by the way. I've done it more than once. What happens at the end? Oh, Miss Gaia, I just leave it up and I close up my camera and I mute and then let you guys just, you know, have a little conversation afterwards. Excellent. Thank you, Miss Lori, for hitting the thumbs up. Appreciate you. Oh, good. Little Violet's doing well. You know, that's my granddaughter's name, Fina. My noodle. Her name is Violet. Do I see? Yeah, I do see it escalating. Not all. I do see this W of the A of the R escalating. But Spirit Team keeps saying, and people I've channeled keep saying, not here. Ah, thanks, Miss Lori. If I bleached it, it'd be a lot lighter pink, but I'm not. Nope. I did that for years. I bleached my hair for like 15 straight years. Thank you, Wounded. No, not here in the U.S. That's what I'm hearing. That for now. I mean, energies change. Not all energies change. But at the current, according to the current energies, not here on U.S. soil. Listen, no one, including SCOTUS and all his sycophants, want war. Nobody wants that. Well, maybe Vance, he's just a pup. You know, you can go sit in your crate. I used to call him Rufus. Go sit in your crate till we need you. That's because when after the fake inauguration, allegedly, you didn't see him for weeks. That's why I started calling him Rufus. The Rumpro said, go get in your crate until I call you. So he sits on the fence with everything. He's just going to do whatever the orange guy says. So, and then you've got Miller. He definitely wants war. He's good with that because he's an idiot. And he's got some serious self-esteem issues. And then you've got Mike Johnson, who right now isn't really even paying it. Actually, he's kind of afraid of the after effects because Congress is angry, SCOTUS is angry. The only ones that aren't angry is the DOJ at this point because of the, Platinum Blondie runs it, sort of. I guess if you call that running anything. Yeah, he's gives me the ick too, Wounded. Hey, Nancy from Seattle. Well, what did he right, Lori, but what did he expect? Of course they're hitting American bases. But you're right, that's what he does. He just charges forward like a bull at a china shop, never thinks anything through, and then gets all, well, they're hitting American bases. I don't understand that. Dumbest president ever, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. See me getting all loud and stuff? There was one more person I was thinking. One more person that's okay. Oh, Hog's Breath. He's perfect because that's his power trip. Kill them all. Come on now. Dude. Karma's a bitch, I gotta tell you. Don't really like that word, but every now and then it's fitting. I don't like the word because it's overused. That's all. The words karmic debt are overused as well. There's no such thing as karmic debt, by the way. Isn't that a freeing thought? Doesn't that make you feel lighter when you realize that there is no such thing as karmic debt? Right, Susie Q. Right. The higher gas prices. So again, I'm going to repeat. So sorry for anyone that already heard this. Expect your gas prices to go way up. When's the Grim Reaper get rid of Rumpros? I can't answer a time frame on that. I hear you, not all. If I could do that, I would do that. Just stay and don't come back. I think you'll be fine. Where are you going? England? Yeah, see it. I'm on it yet. I mean, it might have, let's be honest. There might be a twinge of fear for a minute. And that's just being honest, because I'm a human being. I'm not a robot. And I've already spoken on how this person, Rumperos, he's a trigger. Yes, Lori, he said he wasn't going to start any wars either. Look how that turned out. Listen, anything comes out of his face is a lie. If he's talking, he's lying. And you can expect him to do just the opposite of what he said he was going to do. Wheel of Fortune, the end of a cycle. Oh, that sounds nice. Not all. Excellent. I think you're going to be fine. Seven of Pentacles. Beginning to see the fruits of our labor. The energy that we've been, the energy that we've been putting into raising our own vibration. Because that's all we can do at the end of the day. We have no control over what they're doing. All we can do is control how we react to it, which it would be much better to act than react, because react generally means it's a split-second response. But at any given time, we can step back, sit down, I had to listen to my breath this morning. I had to pay attention to my breathing this morning. Hey, Angel. Light workers are tired. Right, Gaia. Yep. But I honestly think that everyone is exhausted, because we're not the only ones feeling, the Schumann's energy. We're not the only ones feeling the universal downloads. We're not the only ones. They may not be aware that that's what's going on, but I think that everyone is exhausted, because it's like chasing a toddler around, like we've been chasing a toddler around nonstop for the past year. That's why I've been calling him Diaper Dan. Okay, the Emperor. There's Diaper Dan right there. Not that thin and not that good looking either. Just saying. Yeah, exactly, Wounded. Red's Nest. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, I didn't think he was more irritating to me 10 years ago, okay? He was just irritating to me. I got sick of looking at his face. Everywhere I turned, there was his face. And I got on Instagram to watch something. Somebody sent me a link. Somebody sent me the other day. And I had, wanted to follow the POTUS on Instagram when President Biden was president. Okay. Oh my God. And there's rump roast up there. And guess what? I could not do anything to remove him from my thread. So I won't be looking at Instagram again. There was a reason why I don't do Instagram. Okay, Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. However, all we got to do is stand up and pull that crap off from in front of the door. Okay, so Miss Jane says she was watching a talk on the 4 agreements. And I know people say it all the time, and it gets on my last nerve sometimes, but I have to say it. If Biden was showing these physical issues or these declining mental health issues, he'd be gone. Well, actually, he would make the decision to be gone himself, but they wouldn't let anybody else get away with that. I have a hard time when it's something like that is right in everybody's face, not just mine, everybody's face, and people choose to look away. Yeah, Miss Jasmine is, she's rising all right, but again, you weren't here, Miss Angel. She's rising to better things than Senator, okay? Get Jeffries out of here, make her speaker. Jeffries is it's all about the money for him too. I don't trust anything comes out of his mouth. He literally contradicts himself every time he speaks. Okay, so we have the Magician transmuting one form of energy into another. Yeah, Miss Sienna, we all feel it differently. We can use anger as a motivator, or we can just get sucked down in the pit of it. Hey, Laura. Miss Musician Laura is here. Hey, hon. Three of Wands, acting on a decision. You know, anything with a 3 is also about partnerships. If you notice the 3 of Wands, so we have 3 people with the 3 of Wands or 3 Wands. And on the 3 of Cups, we have 3 people celebrating. And the 3 of Coins is about collaboration. Yeah, Miss Barbarina. My goodness. We got to watch that. We got to watch what we watch, huh? Because we're not ready for the truth right now. Let's be honest. We'd like some truth, yes, but we're not ready for all of it. Heads would literally explode. Miss Gaia. Ace of Wands. New actions being taken. Aces are always new beginnings. Hey, Marnetta. King of Cups. King of Cups. Okay, so when you have a king or a knight or a page of cups, you gotta watch them because they can be schmoozers. You gotta watch out for schmoozers. Justice. Can't make this stuff up. Works for me. Eight of Cups. Walking away from a current situation, an existing person, place, thing, situation. Apparently he didn't like what was on the menu. And so there's a devil card. So the devil card, devil card obviously is about making choices. Take the high road and walk away, or take the lower road, the easy road, and take the devil's hand. It's also about breaking chains of um, abuse, chains of mental health issues, even. What's the word I want? What's the phrase? There's a phrase I want to use. Breaking away from people where when they do something for you, there's strings attached. All right, Miss Betty, we'll still be here. Jamie Raskin. Let's see. Political and spiritual questions. Hey, Miss Betty. Miss Betty said, I'm back. What's next for Jamie Raskin? All right, let's see. Four of Pentacles. I feel like he feels like where he is where he does the most good. Still hanging on to his position. For Jamie Raskin. Okay. It's all good, Miss Laura. You eat. We know you're here. You don't have to comment. We know you are here. King of Pentacles. Okay, so King of Pentacles. We all know that the King of Pentacles is methodical. So that's not about rump roast, okay? That card is about, this is why things are taking so long. There's a process. Everything is a process. Every single thing. I don't care. Miss Lori was making her lunch. That was a process. And the process starts with thought, right? So, and we did get the Three of Wands, which is the Three of Wands is the moving forward or taking action on a choice, all right? So the King of Pentacles isn't about him. It's about the process, trusting the process. Because you're supposed to be able to trust the king, right? I understand that doesn't happen often, but you're supposed to be able to trust the king. And I'm sure there were many kings that you could trust. But that's not about him. That's about us realizing that it's a process. We have to trust the process. Five of Swords. Winning at any cost, cheating, stealing, snatching things out of people's hands. Taking that paperwork off your coworker's desk and claiming it as yours. Oh my gosh, Miss Lori, homemade chicken and dumplings. I just told my son I'm gonna make some. I haven't had that in years. So, but I don't have the dexterity or the strength to knead any type of dough, no hard doughs. So I looked it up and they said that I can indeed use pre-made biscuits or pre-made biscuit dough. So I will cut the biscuit dough in quarters. Yeah, the soft dough, Miss Lori. Yeah. Pull them right out of the fridge, cut them in half, in quarters, and throw them in. And then one of these days I'll make my grandma used to once a year she would make and this is all homemade. Well, I was adopted, so my grandmother was German. And she would make apple dumplings and Kielbasa. Not, I was trying to figure out if it was Polish sausage or kielbasa. It was kielbasa. So good. Yeah, right, Joni? I could get the fluffy layered biscuits and make little pizzas for my kid. Yeah, Miss Jane. Miss Jane says her dough came out good with the refrigerated dough. Yeah, my grandma too, Miss Susie Q. Yeah, with the chicken pot pie. Yep. Well, by the time I was adopted, uh, 3 acres of farmland wasn't farmland anymore. It was down to about an acre. So my grandma she was about cooking it homemade. Miss Susie Q, anybody can cook if they follow directions now. Anybody. I use all recipes. That's where I go. So many recipes, and it doesn't cost a thing. All right, we have the Hierophant, so that is a higher, yeah, it's a higher calling. The Hierophant. Okay. Being given the blessing, we're on the right path. It's a higher, we're headed towards a higher calling, or we, as far as I'm concerned, we're already involved with our higher calling. We're already doing what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, I get the physical limits, Miss Susie Q. I don't cook all the time. I do not like to cook because I need to. I cook when I feel like it. You have the Better Homes and Gardens, huh, Miss Betty? Squirrel dumplings. I gotta draw the line at squirrel. And I grew up in the sticks, and believe me, it was the sticks. Deer. We ate all kinds of stuff. I've had bear. It was nasty. It's something else. What else did they do? I forget. It was something gross though. Uh, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is handing something to someone who's in need. So as light workers, that's what we do. All right, Miss Wounded Healer. Made some chili. There you go. Possum. I think it was something, it was either weasel or woodchuck, I think, Joni. But it was gross. All right, Fina. Thanks for showing up. Right? Not all 15-foot phone cords. I remember those. Two of Wands, making a decision. Miss Sienna, no, not really. As far as the M of the A, the G of the A, I think that the bishop's verbal stand did something. It hit some of them, the way that it needed to for them to wake up a little bit, but not the majority of them. You're gonna have your die hard, go to the grave, kissing that depends. People. And that's their path in this life. As long as they're not shoving it down my throat, they're fine. Yes, party lines. The old school Facebook. Get in trouble with those party lines. Ten of Swords, end of a battle. All right. Just spend the next few minutes with some oracles. Hey, don't forget, Pampered Pets is tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Zoom. Right. See, and you got to take the small wins, right? Any win. One person that wakes up is better than no person's waking up. Absolutely. Oops. Didn't mean to throw that. Okay. Oh. We haven't used sacred creators in a while. We are creators of our own reality, co-creators with the universe. Double stuff oracles. Sacred creator. I forget. See, I got to move the opposite way of which way I wanted to go with this camera. Also from Timu. Don't say it too loud. I had to take yesterday's oracle down because there was an F-bomb on the card, and I totally forgot to fix that. Oops. Because they will let you upload, and then they'll see it later. And then Shelly doesn't get to come on for a week. Yeah, not trying to go there. First Lady Lisa. All right, thank you, Miss Angel. Well, alrighty then, Miss Barbarina. The sun is shining in California. It's kind of shining here. Yesterday was so spring-like. I woke up to snow. It's gone now. That's a good thing. Gotta take the small wins. It's gone now. All right, let's see what we get for some cards out of Sacred Creator Oracle. Balance. What is the meaning, Melania Trump, to be called to testify? That's a good question. Let's see. It's a great question, Miss Angel. Will Melania be called to testify? I think that's what you're asking. Oh, for crying out loud. Cards just flipping out. Your past supports your future. Nourish the sacred feminine. Okay. Let's look at this deck for a sec for that question. Real quick. This is the deck. I don't know the name of it because I put all the boxes in my closet and I'm not digging them out. My goodness. Sorry about that, you guys. My rings. Three of Wands. There will be a decision made to call her in for testimony. Never even considered her. Thank you very much. ELO. Oh, great band. You know that guy was high all the time, right? The lead singer always wearing those sunglasses. Oh, Lori. Ah, you're funny. Yeah, it all melted. That's a beautiful thing. Fearless expression. These are inspiring cards, you guys. we have here? Again, and everything's upside down. We have cut the cords of doubt. Double card did come up. Don't deal with people when there's strings attached. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. I was thinking this morning, Billy Ocean had it right when he sang that song, "Get out of my dreams and into my car." Not not that exact thing for us personally. I'm just saying he had the right idea. Manifesting. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, we have the good kind. Not sure what that means. Take what you need and leave the rest. I know. Angel, one of my favorite phrases is freaking spell check. Or freaking autocorrect. Hey, Dara. Collaboration of souls. That's a nice card. We have about 2 more minutes. And I'm upside. I don't think I'm upside down all the time here. No, some of the cards are whatever. It doesn't really matter with this deck. Creator Earth. Changemakers make waves. Okay. And a couple out of the Doggy Tarot. Another new deck. So new, I can't even open it without a pencil. Okay. Simple. This might be the one that Tarot Tales uses. Miss Allison on Tarot Tales. If you haven't visited Miss Allison's channel, please do so. She is just starting out and could really use some support. Now, her Tarot Tales, as far as I can see, has been about with the dog tarot, not the cat tarot. But if you're just an animal lover in general, just a couple. Pulled out the Five of Wands, that fighting and arguing. I don't know. That looks kind of playful to me. See, when I started learning tarot, the Five of Wands, they were like they were jabbing at like they were going to jab at each other, but it was all yep, yep, yep. It was all talk, right? Nothing ever actually happened. They were just talking trash, talking smack. Then we have the Hierophant again. Hierophant has the keys. Just gotta go grab them. And the Fool, new beginnings. And the little pup with the little pink harness. My little Chihuahua little bit had one of those, pink harness. We still have it. All right. Bones must be pentacles, 6 of pentacles. Okay, 6 of pentacles. With the bones, I would assume, because it would be abundance to a dog. Handing something, gifting something to someone. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you hang for 5 minutes. I'm actually going to set the alarm on my clock, and then I will see you guys in the funny papers. Bye. Thank you, Miss Susie. Everybody say thank you to Miss Susie, please. Moderating for us. Keeping up with things. Keeping busy. Hey, Optimus. All right. Bye, Miss Lori. Thanks. Thanks for showing up, you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay. Let me hurt you half to death. Here we go. Consider yourself hearted. I should have taken this thing off, because now I'm hot. Okay, you guys. I'll see you in the funny papers.